Hello and once again welcome to my World of Warcraft PvP stuff. So this time some people in my guild were saying, do you want to do Battlegrounds? And I said yes, and then I joined up and then realised we had no healers in the group and kind of felt a bit shitty about that because I don't really like being in Battlegrounds without healers, especially as a Death Knight because they're probably the worst class in the game. I'm not being exaggerating anything there because they are kind of crap. The defensives are very weak, the damage is, it's okay, provided you can stay on the enemy, but because they've got no mobility, that is never. So because we had no healers, I decided I'll heal. So I logged onto my monk, which you can see me playing and flying around just here. So yeah, I'm going to do some healing this time. So I play this Weaver because out of all the healers I've played so far, I find it the most enjoyable. It's not so much about direct healing as so much... For example, like a Disc Priest is all about preventing damage. A Holy Paladin kind of does a lot of high heals with cast times. Monks are sort of about channeling and keeping a few hots up and doing the occasional expensive heal. You'll see me doing stuff as I get into it, but they're more of a hot sort of directed class, but not so much as druids. So yeah, as you can see over here, I've taken celerity because this gives you more rolls and reduces the cooldown. The reason for this is because of the glove bonus. Rolls remove slows, snares, that kind of thing. So having 3 of them is pretty good. I've taken Zen Sphere because you can use it quite a lot. The cooldown's quite low and you can have 2 at a time. And it just gives you a little extra something as well as Renewing Mist, just to buffer the damage while you're casting other heals. Take an Ascension because I am actually quite low on keybinds on this character, and having Cheap Brew required another one, and yeah. Ascension also makes your Mana Tea better if you are using the Glyph, which I'm currently not. I don't know if it actually... It also does percentage as well, so it kind of helps with that, and you always get that extra bit of chi to use, provided you've got full. Ring of Peace, ridiculously overpowered, goes without saying. Diffuse Magic, I'm very used to having Anti-Magic Shell on my Death Knight, and having something that's kind of similar seemed very appealing. Also the fact that it can reflect, well, not reflect, but redirect the dots on you to their original casters is kind of cool. And Chi Torpedo because it heals, it goes further, it replaces roll, so it's got the same cooldown, and also you can use it while silenced and it will use its heal. The same goes with Spinning Crane Kick as far as that affects. Zuin is actually quite good for healing because all your damage through Eminence actually counts for healing, and Eminence basically means all the damage you do, I think it's 25% of it is compared to healing. Let's just have a look at this tooltip. Yes, 25%. And your Jade Serpent statue also does that, so Zuin can be quite potent at actually healing. And Rushing Jade Wind, as a healer you don't really want to be next to enemies, so yeah. So yeah, this is my monk. It's not as well geared as... just one second, reply to that. It's not as well geared as my Death Knight. As you can see here, it's only 529. So it's got all the Grievous, 2 Prideful, I think it's actually 3 Prideful, because I've got the Belt of the Celestials. Prideful, where's the other piece? Shoulders. Yes, so I've got 3 Prideful and the weapon. So this is my monk, and I'll restart the video once I'm actually inside a battleground. Here we go. Hopefully this music I've just started isn't going to be too loud. And we start off with Temple of Kot'mogu, which is utter... I hate this battleground. Okay, well, yeah, this battleground, as you can see here, it's very small. Just use this feast. So, the aim for this place is to take an orb, which is at these colourful locations here. There is 4 of them, and as long as you hold onto them, you score victory points, and the first one to 1600 victory points is declared the winner. Now, I don't know the exact stats on this, but I think as long as you're inside the arena, meaning inside this area directed by the colours, you score 4 points per tick, and I think inside this area here you score 5 and 3 on the outskirts, I think. Don't quote me on that, it might not be correct, but you definitely score points more as you go into the lower section. Now playing a monk is actually quite cool on this one because you have Transcendence, which is a teleport. So you can set your teleports up on the upper section, jump down into the middle without any fear, and then teleport back up. And it's actually really good for securing orbs using this tactic. So I may actually go for an orb straight away. Now, one of my guildmates over here, I believe he is quite well geared. Similar to my Death Knight. That one not so much. So let's just have a quick look at all of the people in this team. He's terrible. Pretty bad. He would have been considered okay last season. So yeah, the usual problem with random battlegrounds is you always have them people looking to gear. But let's see how things go. I actually forgot to buff, but that's okay because somebody covered my ass. We had a druid doing stats. So I'm going to go left. I usually do this on my Death Knight as well. I always go left. Okay, it seems like the guy's going to get it instead. So that teleport I was on about, I'm going to just place it down here. And then jump straight down because I know I'm safe because I can just jump straight back up. And if I go to my bags, I've got Horde Battle Standard here, so I'll use that straight away. Get that down, get some health buffs. Get some hots over on that dude there. Dispel that one. Start channeling to get some chi, and it seems like they're going for me, so I'll start healing myself. And just sort of slowly make my way over. Not going to use anything too important just yet. Just keep on channeling stuff. I should actually get my statue down, that's kind of stupid. So a lot of the time when I'm healing I pay more attention to the bars and stuff rather than my spatial awareness, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. So I'll disarm that hunter, allows that warrior there to really get down on him. Channel some Soothing Mist on myself to get some chi, and since that guy's starting to take damage I'll use Enveloping Mist, which uses chi, and I'll use a chi lightning on that guy just to do some damage and some passive healing, because damage does healing for this class, which is one of the reasons I think it's really cool. Wow, that guy took a lot of damage just there. So put Ring of Peace on him, spam all sorts of heals on him, try and keep him alive. He's probably going to die because he's taking absolutely tons of damage. Yeah, there he goes. Just try and keep everyone topped off. Thankfully they're not going for me at all. Well, kind of all. I'll just dispel myself anyway because I have a few things going on. Keep channeling those heals. So I'm actually taking a bit of damage from my Zen Spear is about to explode, which gives me more damage. I'll just torpedo out of there. I'm glad he's stunned because now I'm invincible for a few seconds, or 1.5 seconds, because that is kind of overpowered for once. Just keep on healing. My Jade Serpent statue is still alive. Just keep throwing hots on people. Just, even if they don't need it, I can just keep them going because then smart heals keep them spreading. And we shall keep on doing stuff. Okay, so there's a thing over here that needs picking up, so I'll just use my engineering thing. Didn't manage to crowd control that guy, so I'll crowd control that guy, and then torpedo off the edge. Because I don't want to be the one that's up close and personal. Them guys don't really need the hots on them, but it's not a problem because one of them, she Renewing Mist, that automatically keeps spreading to people within 40 yards because I've got the glyph for it. And the Sphere one stays there for 10, is it 10-15 seconds? I don't actually know. Anyway, after its duration expires, it explodes and does quite a nice amount of healing in AoE. So it's nice just to get that up preemptively as well. Keep healing that guy. Disarm him because he's after that druid, and I shall heal the druid. Whoa, that guy's taking a big ton of damage there, so I'll spam some heals over. And I'm going to use Zen Meditation, which reflects 5 harmful spells back to me while I'm taking 90% reduced damage. Get them... Oh god, he's going seriously hard down. Get my cooldowns on him, which makes, in addition to healing, it makes HOTS do a percentage of damage extra. So I had Zen Sphere and Renewing Mists on him, so they did the extra healing. I've actually got Revival, so I use that. That heals everybody in the party in range for around the same amount as a Surging Mist. So my mana's getting a little low, but I'll worry about that when it actually gets to like 2% or something. Because monks are awesome in their mana regeneration abilities. That Warlock is getting an absolute beating. So as you can see, I'm completely out of mana now, so I'll just torpedo over here so I'm safe, and activate Mana Tea, which I have quite a few stacks of, and will probably result in me getting to full mana. Just takes a little while to channel it, but there you go. It's all done, and he's dead. That sucks. That is a problem with monks. Their heals don't really... They're not really that bursty. You've got to be channeling on them to have all your instant casts, but then they're really expensive instant casts. But a lot of the time you want to be relying on your superpowered hot, which costs 3 chi, and if you get 6,141 haste, it ticks 7 times. So that's the second breakpoint, I think, for haste. If that doesn't make any sense for you, it's probably because you don't know much about this class, but I wouldn't blame you for not knowing that, because it is something that you look into on other websites and guides and things. But if you do play monk and you are a healer, just take note of that stat, because it is quite good to have 7 ticks of that really powerful hot. So that spider's annoying, so I'm just going to crowd control that, get it off that warrior who's just sat there. Heal my guildmates. And put Ring of Peace on him, so he consistently disarms that warrior he's attacking, and it should eventually die. And then we have this guy. He's not doing a lot of damage, so I'm going to do some lightning bolts on him. Down he goes. Just heal myself a little bit. And this guy. He's sat right at the back there, so shouldn't even take any damage during this. Perfect. Just going to quickly change my music track. And back into the game. This warrior has got pretty bad health, which is why he seems to die so often, or at least take a massive beating. Something cool about monks is their health spheres. As you can see, I just threw a couple down there. You can have up to 3 in play. Channel some lightning bolts on that guy and then heal this druid. So yeah, healing spheres are awesome because they do a lot of healing actually. They do 78,000 if I actually cast them. I'm not sure if the mastery, which makes more of them appear, actually heal for more. They could do. I actually have the glyph for spheres, which means that they stay around for a lot longer, which is why you see them all over the place. That warrior is terrible. Well, he might be an okay player, but his gear is definitely not good. And still my Jade Serpent statue lives, so 100%. Some players like to kill that. I remember playing an arena game where they did nothing but attack my Jade Serpent statue. And yeah, every time they killed it, I just made another one. So that was a very strange arena. Keep those hots going. So we're going to win this pretty soon. We've got 2 spheres, they've got 2. Heal this druid. Get all my hots going, dispel him. And Enveloping Mist just wore off, so I'll put another one up. He's going to die, because as long as you're carrying the orbs, you take a massive amount more damage. Which is one of the reasons I don't actually like this battleground. Let's quickly look at the map. So we've got all sorts of orbs over there we should probably be getting, so I'll just torpedo out and try and make my way over there. Nope, that guy got it instead. I'll just disarm him, cast some lightning, but no. Obviously he's got silence, so I'll just torpedo away from him. And because I went over the edge there, the pets have to go the long way around to get to me. So I'll just tank their damage. I'm really not scared of Stampede as long as the hunter's not in range. In fact, I'll just try and do some damage to them, why not? Just kite them around. Put the hot back on me. I should probably move my Battleground Targets add-on because it's actually covering the amount of orbs. So we only have 3 in play at the moment. And we have 2 of them. Now they have 2, but we only need 2 to win. So I'm not bothered about that. Seems like there's some things going on above it. It's only a pet. What the hell, I'll attack it anyways. Just keep refreshing that lightning bolt and kill that pet off. I actually have full mana tea, so I'm just going to actually drink a few. Just to get a little bit of mana back. And then heal our warrior friend here and our Death Knight friend. That guy's actually using the prideful gear itself as opposed to using the transmog, which I suppose it looks okay, but I really don't like the helmet because it just completely reminds me of a colander. Paralyze that guy, but it breaks instantly because of reasons that I'm not sure of. Got stunned, which means, cool, I'm invincible. And stunned again, which is a problem because I'm no longer invincible, so I'll just run away from him. As he dies to that warrior. Something cool about Zen Sphere as well is it actually damages. You see I put it on this warrior and you can see the yellow damage numbers attacking that guy as long as he's nearby. So I'll dispel that warrior because he got feared and then he can charge back in. Keep refreshing those heal over times. And heal our mage. I'll actually put Ring of Peace on him, then he's going to be taking no damage. I actually thought that was that ghoul was a player, which is why I cast that, but yep, so that was Temple of Kot'mogu with a healer point of view. And that's all I'm going to do for now, so thank you and goodbye. Stop recording video, god damn it.